It was $3 for that banana.
Right, we're on our next stop. We've actually crossed over the Golden Gate Bridge. We've learned more about wine in the last hour than we have at any other place we've ever been. What do you think you're playing at?
Coffee and water to keep me going until the next vineyard. Why do I keep saying
Vineyard?
it wrong?
I've no idea.
Welcome back to the channel. We're Leigh and Nick, a couple from the UK. In 2017, due to a health scare, we gave up our 9-to-5 lives and bought a lodge on the east coast of England, where we started enjoying life and seeing more of the world. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and join us on our biggest adventure yet as we drive from LA to Orlando on our USA road trip. Welcome to a new vlog. We are in San Francisco still. Today we are up and early for a Napa Wine vineyard tour. So we've been picked up by someone from Viator. We booked this trip on Viator and we are being picked up in about 10 minutes. I think he's going to drive us to 3 different vineyards.
It's a wineries.
Vineyards, we're going to say. And we're going to taste some wine and look around the vineyards, I presume. Get some lunch, stuff like that. So it should be hopefully a nice, relaxing day for us.
I think he takes us to Sacramento as well.
Okay.
No, Sausalito.
We've had some busy days if you've been watching our USA road trip. If not, go check them out.
Keep tuned, because our Death Valley segment of our trip is in jeopardy. Stay tuned to find out why.
We may have to cancel. So we'll be picked up in 10 minutes, so we best get off to the pickup location.
Come on then.
Right, we're just in the lobby and I thought it was a good idea to get some fruit before we go on our wine tour. So I got a banana and it cost me $3, but I just needed something before we start drinking wine. Thought it was a good idea to get something inside me before we start drinking wine. So I got a banana. It was $3 for that banana. Did you get a banana?
No, but it actually cost you 9.
She was having trouble putting the pin through. I think she's put it through 3 times.
She has. She kept saying the pin number was wrong, and it wasn't. It's a processed.
It's a nice banana for $9.
This hotel premises and property contains chemical known to the state of California to cause cancer and birth defects.
That's the hotel we're staying in.
Enjoy your stay.
I've never seen all like that before.
It's just one of those disclaimers, isn't it, that they can exonerate themselves from any, like,
how odd.
You know what I mean?
Oh, it's from the UK.
Hi, good morning.
How you doing?
Hi. Right.
Good morning.
Morning.
Right, the first stop on this wine tour is the Palace of Fine Arts, where we came yesterday. If you saw the last vlog.
I'd have known that one to walk a mile.
No, but we're just stopping off just for a quick look.
So there it is again, the
Looks-
Palace of Fine Arts.
It looked better yesterday in the sunshine.
Yeah.
It's a bit nippy today, actually.
So our first wine tasting is apparently 10:15 a.m.
Is it?
Yeah. That's what she
Early.
said.
What about my rule before 12?
Well, you'll have to break that rule or just
Well,
give me your...
10:15. That's
yeah.
not far off.
Yeah, so a lot of the people on this tour are from England.
Yep.
So we're
And our
a
host,
mixed
she's
bunch.
from Germany.
Yeah.
Right, we're on our next stop. We've actually crossed over the Golden Gate Bridge, and this place is called Fort Baker, I think she said. So that's the Golden Gate Bridge from the other side. As usual, whenever we visit San Francisco, it's in the clouds. But she just explained the reasons why. Actually, it was quite a technical explanation, but it's similar to when you open your fridge in a warm kitchen. It's basically mists up.
We'll never see it properly.
I'd just give up with it.
Right, here we are at our first one, Homewood Winery. Tasting room daily 10 till 4.
Give me some wine.
I want some breakfast, I'm starving.
I'm a bit hungry, actually.
Look at the colour of the inside of these barrels from the wine, the grapes.
Hi, David. Good morning.
Morning. Hey, buddy.
I think one is still in the bathroom.
Meet Snickers.
14 years old. Sorry, 14 weeks.
They say.
Owner's pet.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning. We don't need one of them. We won't be spitting it out, will we?
No, definitely not.
Lydia is still alive. She's just no longer with our winery. Meaning the owner of the dog, when he left us, of course, he took his puppy with him. And as much as we loved Austin, we adored Lydia, so we asked for her picture on our label, not his. 75% of a varietal in a bottle to be able to call it a Chardonnay. Not only will they give you the juices used to make it, no information being provided, so now you know it's a secret. Because at the end of the day, we'll have pints of beers or bottles of bubbles, and we think if we can get him loose enough, he's gonna slip and tell us. They usually involve drinking of some sort, right? So, yeah, he's a lot of fun. They're the big estates and that kind of stuff. We only need 2 to 4, maybe 5 times.
I'm about to say,
Right, it's 11 a.m. or just after 11 a.m. in the morning. Slightly drunk, but not drunk, I would say, just in a really nice chilled mood. We've had some nice wines.
I'm not even tipsy.
We had some white and red, Zinfandels, Merlots.
We've
wine,
learned.
wine named after dogs and things like that, because they like the dogs here.
We've learned more about wine in the last hour than we have at any other place we've ever been.
Yeah.
Like the soil, the climate, the heat, just all the different things that change the flavour of the wine and things like that. And we kind of tasted each one and they explained...
Every one of them was beautiful, actually.
They were all nice. There were some dry ones,
Yeah.
but...
The best thing about this tour, obviously, is Snickers, the 14-week-old little dog.
I said Snickers. What were you getting?
So I could just eat a Snickers, actually, too. So we're moving on to the second one now. I'm not sure how far it is.
At least half an hour to just not sober up because I'm not drunk.
Yeah,
It's
we're
just,
not drunk, yeah, but I could do with
feel
something
it.
to eat now.
Well, when we were doing the wines, they kept talking about what the wines are best with, and they were talking about juicy steaks and creamy Alfredo,
Yeah, cheese,
oh my
pizza.
God.
We're
And
all
we were
like,
like,
we've had nothing to eat.
Well, that's why we're probably a bit
Yeah.
tipsy because we've had no breakfast.
So I'll just show you around quickly here at this one. So it's a smallish one. You can see some of the vines there.
Now he doesn't actually grow the grapes himself. He actually buys the grapes from other growers. He does have a small collection here for his. Did he ship Pinot
Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir,
Yeah,
Pinot Grigio?
possibly,
I can't remember. But he grows his own grapes here. But they only do like 3,000 cases a year, so it's considered a very, very small winery. But all the wines were just delicious.
Very nice.
On these used barrels, they actually buy aged barrels. If you rub it on the inside and then smell it, it smells like red wine. Well, it obviously is because it is red wine, but
Yeah. Right. On to the next winery, and got some water. Some grapes here.
they're a bit dry. I think
Yeah,
they're
they
all
look
right.
a little bit dry, those ones. So we're at our next stop,
Peter Cellars.
which is Peter Cellars.
Not
the
not the Pink
Panther guy. Just Peter Cellars, the winemaker.
There are acres and acres of vineyards here. I want to get in the middle of them and do a Picard, like off Star Trek.
Yeah. More dogs.
More dogs.
A bit bigger this time. Get down to it.
The glasses are already
They're
poured.
already poured, ready. Let's go. I'll go for the first one then. Ooh, very nice wine glasses.
Right, I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna get some air into the wine first by swishing it around. Then I'm gonna.
Everybody think you know what you're talking
Then
about.
I'm gonna. Don't do this
Nose on the
because you
top.
just taste the ethanol. You've got to put your nose on the top.
You actually sound like you know what you're
I do
talking
know what I'm
about.
talking about because I've been listening.
Only about an hour old news.
So you do it like that.
No, you put your nose on the top. There, like that.
And then you can actually smell the fruits.
So what do you
and things
smell?
Like that. Maybe strawberry.
I've actually tried this. It's quite a dry wine.
Is somebody sitting here?
Dry. No.
You.
Dry, but it's quite nice.
It is very
Like-
dry,
is it
actually.
Like a rosé. Like a rosé.
I think it's a rosé, yeah, but it's.
How do you like
I think it's a
this
Zin-
one?
I think
Very
it's a, is it a
different than
Zinfandel,
the
but it's
ones
a
that
dry
we just had
Zinfandel.
over
Very,
there.
very dry.
I just need a bit of cheese now.
Actually,
You're gonna get that.
no.
Right, 4 more glasses of wine later. They are small shots. And this is go and do a Picard.
What do you mean?
Like 10 some vines. Don't pretend to eat them. He said you're not supposed to eat them.
Well,
They're all shriveled up anyway.
I have to say that this is probably my favourite day so far, just because it's like
It's different.
being different and driven around and just enjoying the Cellars, socialising. We're talking to all the other tour people, and we're just getting to know everybody. There's
Different
a lot of people from the
backgrounds.
UK, there's people from Malaysia, there's people from New
Scotland.
Hampshire, there's people from Scotland, there's people from London, and it's just nice to have a little chit chat. Talking of chit chatting, there's somebody who wants to come to.
Our tour guide, she's from Germany, and she said that 75% of the people that come on this tour are actually from England. So we knew from the last place that this place had Labradors, didn't we?
This little Labrador has an English collar on.
Does she?
English flag.
Oh yeah, she does. Well, actually, the owner of this vineyard is actually British.
English, yeah. So Peter
Yep.
Cellars. This is called the Peter Cellars vineyard.
Vineyard.
It's not Peter Cellars from Pink Panther. It's just Peter and then
I
Cellars.
think we were the only ones that got that joke.
Yeah, I love Peter Cellars and the Pink Panther film.
Right, so this is
Inspector
our
Clouseau.
Inspector Clouseau. This is our wagon that takes us round. So we're going to get back on now.
I heard them say it's lunch next.
Ooh.
Right, we're now in the city of Sonoma, which is where we're stopping for lunch. It looks a really beautiful place. She's just been showing us, the guide has just been showing us around the best places to eat. So there's Mexicans, there's fresh salad places, there's bistros, cafes. So we have an hour and a half to explore and have some lunch, and then get back on the tour bus and then go to our final vineyard.
So Sonoma is actually one of the regions where produce the sweeter wines because it's not as hot. So apparently, if the temperature is hotter, it produces a drier wine. Like Napa produced a drier wine. Sonoma is more of a cooler climate, so you get more fruity, freshy, berry type wines.
Yeah.
She said.
Well, it'd be rude not to have a wine with lunch.
Oh, definitely going to try one.
The chocolate cow does look handmade chocolates, Hawaiian shaved ice, fresh fudge. So it's just like a little arcade of shops. Nick really wanted to look down it, but I really want to get to a bistro because I'm very hungry. Nick wants to look at the fountain.
What are we doing?
Waiting for you to go to a bistro.
Oh, take me to it then. What do you think you're playing at?
Coffee and water to keep me going until the next vineyard. Why do I keep saying
Vineyard?
it wrong?
I've
It's 'cause
no
I'm
idea.
drunk. No, I'm not drunk actually. I'm having a nice
You're a bit tipsy. You've already said you're drunk.
decaf coffee with cream and a full glass of water.
Well, this is keeping me going. So this is where we're eating the Plaza Bistro, which is in the town square of Sonoma City. And it's a nice green garden in the middle. We've got an outdoor seat. The sun is baking my back, even though it's actually freezing cold in San Francisco still. And it's an Italian, apparently. Got an Italian flag up there.
We've ordered a grilled chicken sandwich and a cheese board to share, and I'm enjoying my decaf coffee at the moment.
So at the end of this tour, we call at Sausalito, and it's apparently,
Sausalito.
says you with the pronunciations.
Nick calls it like sausage-lito.
I didn't say sausage lito. I said Sausalito. And I bet you.
Sausalito.
How do you know? Is it another one of those things that you pronounce and get wrong?
I know my stuff, mate. It's not
Anyway,
sausage-lito.
We're calling it Sausalito, and apparently it's completely different to San Francisco, and I'm quite looking forward to that.
What are we calling there for? Is that where the vineyard is?
Sausage, whatever.
Is that where the vineyard is?
No.
So we've got one more vineyard.
One more vineyard.
And then
4 glasses of wine. Well,
Sausalito.
they're not full glasses, and then we're going to Sausalito.
Right, we've got our little cheese board, small cheese board there,
Forgive me, I'm just dissecting.
and a grilled chicken sandwich. And we are sharing this, and then hopefully we'll have a little time to look around this sort of square in Sonoma.
That's like a Dijon mustard. Dijon, whatever.
Which one? Oh,
That
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Very tangy.
Good cheese.
It's all right.
Which is the nicest?
That one.
I like the look of that one.
Oh, that's rat
Like a
parmesan.
proper like. Ooh. Maybe not.
You can have that.
Right, that was a very nice lunch. A bit expensive, it was $56 for all that.
For a fish and salad.
And now Nick says he fancies an ice cream before we get back onto the tour bus, which
Let's-
we have got half an hour. We've got enough time, yeah.
Right, let's get to the
Chocolate cow. Let's go.
Right, so the chocolate cow does gelato and ice cream, and I'm going to have fresh fudge. Even though fudge in the USA is not what we call fudge in the UK. Fudge in the USA is chocolate, where in the UK, it's like caramel.
Are you sure?
Yeah, chocolate. Fudge in the UK, in the USA is like hot chocolate, like a melted chocolate. Well, it has been everywhere else we've eaten.
Nice chocolates. I've got to decide what I want. I'll have a small ice cream with, let's have a look.
Chocolate and peanut butter I went for, and it's very nice.
For a chocolate cow, I've got It's a Goodie, which is basically vanilla, peanut butter, get off.
I want to try some.
Chocolate, peanut butter. What else did it have in it? Vanilla, salted caramel.
Salted caramel too.
It actually just tastes of peanut butter though. That's all you can taste.
Perfect.
So we've got like 20 minutes before the bus goes. So we're just going to enjoy this. It does remind me a little bit of Winter Garden.
Well, thinking that
Winter
myself.
Garden,
Yeah.
Mount Dora, Winter Park.
Oh, you said to
It's
Nick-
all got the same vibe, hasn't it?
While we're having lunch, I did say to Nick, it reminds me somewhere of, definitely in Florida. It's a lovely place. I'd like to
Everywhere's
live in.
unique and
Yeah.
like non-commercialized.
I absolutely love this place. There's so much to explore. We obviously don't have the time, and to be honest, I didn't even know we were coming here on this wine tour. I know they were going to take you somewhere for lunch, but I'd not really taken much notice of where we were going to go. So this place is Sonoma, and it's beautiful, really, really nice. And on each sort of street, there's like these places, like just go off, like
what do they call them?
like that has,
precincts.
Yeah, precincts. That has 42 different shops and like cafes, restaurants, and all sorts. And that's on just one of the streets. It's such a beautiful
There are
place.
literally dozens,
Yeah.
and there's dozens of wine tasting places as well.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to a vineyard, you can just come here
Yeah.
and try the wines in some of the restaurants and bars.
Right, we're on to our final stop, I do believe.
So some of the oldest wines that they have, and look at those grapes there. So tiny. Look at that one. It's like the perfect bunch of grapes.
Yeah.
So the others that we've seen were all kind of dried up. These are really juiced up, as you can see there. They actually look like dark, rotting bits, but look how dark those grapes are. No wonder red wine is this dark. But yeah, these are the some of the oldest vines that they have on this site, she said. And everybody else has run ahead to try.
I fell asleep a few times on that bus.
I nodded off a bit,
I think
actually.
a few people started falling asleep on that
Too
bus.
much red wine.
The wine's getting to us all.
Very approachable Chardonnay for a wide range of palates. I like to say this is a Chardonnay for people who don't like Chardonnay. That's good for you? Okay. Is because of the cooler climate. Carneros Valley butts up against San Pablo Bay, so you get cool air
Right, the wine tasting is complete. We're going to have a wander now through the vineyards and just kind of, this is what I would expected from a wine tasting tour. When we've done the other ones, when we did it in Paris, I was expecting to see the vineyards and actually walk down and take some photos.
It's been a completely different experience to Avenue de Champagne. And
The what?
Avenue de Champagne.
Oh, de Champagne.
Avenue de
Lee's a bit
Champagne.
pissed.
I'm not. I really enjoyed that as well. But I like to see the variation of.
Yeah, I
we're on a
wanted.
vineyard here.
You
and
want,
that was the
yeah,
street.
you're tasting wine. You want to see where it's grown. You want the full experience.
Although I think
So,
we've had that much now that all those four were just a bit meh.
they weren't nice. They were a bit. You could tell. You could taste the barrels that they were fermented in.
Yeah, and the
that-
first place that you go to has the advantage that, I mean, she was the best. She was giving us loads of information, but everybody bought like things there.
Yeah.
Like people.
First
bought
stop's
loads
first
and
stop's the
ordered.
best stop.
And then haven't seen anybody buying anything from the last two.
Yeah. The first one was funky wines. I would class it as funky wines. They were tasty. They were sweet. They were fermented in old, used barrels that had lost that initial oaky, earthy taste.
And they have the advantage of having Snickers there as well.
Snickers, yeah. As in the dog, not the bar. So apparently the heat waves damaged a lot of the vines, so you can see there that they're all quite shriveled up.
Yeah.
But they'll certainly have a good season for raisins and
I was
sultanas
just saying
this
they
year.
turn into raisins.
Yeah.
These ones are a little bit more juicier, but still not massive. Right. We've just been told we can taste one of the grapes.
Right.
Get me a big one. Give me a
like
big juicy one.
bunch. They're not like what you get in Tesco, are they?
Well, no.
Let's just pull one off. Let me try one first. Hold on. It's warm. Oh my god, it's sweet.
Yeah, one.
Really
Get me
sweet.
one off.
Ooh, very juicy.
Oh, two, thanks. Oh, be careful, it's got a pip in it.
They've all got pips. That even, oh my god. That actually tastes of raisins. It tastes of raisins and sultanas.
Nice.
They're a bit shriveled.
I'll try another one.
Try one that's not actually been in direct
So
sunlight.
some of the
That is
vineyards, some of the vineyards don't like you tasting, but here apparently they don't mind.
there. Look how tiny those grapes are. That one's more sour, but lots of pips.
Full of pips. So this last one that we're in is the Wellington Winery, and planted in 1882. There's a picture of the front, and there's some of the barrels.
Double gold, 91 points.
Right, so that was the final vineyard winery. And
I can do another for me.
I could keep going, it's quite nice. Apparently, well, Nick thinks that we're going to Sausalito next, on the way back, I presume.
I'm sure it said it on the write-up for this tour, which is the Edge of the World tour on Viator.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she said when we were in the van earlier that we'll be calling there on the way back.
So we'll see. So we're either going to
Sausalito.
be in the hotel or at Sausalito. And I think it's time for a coffee.
Sausalito.
Whatever. Sausalito for a coffee and a cake.
Sausalito.
We had a cake today.
Well, this is true. I mean, I'd love another cheese board with a bit of bread when we get there.
Yeah. Coffee and a cake. Right, we're in our just passing a bar. We're in our final stop, which is Sausalito.
Sausalito.
Yes.
Sausalito.
It looks a beautiful, beautiful place.
Only 7,000 people live here.
Yeah. So
And apparently the weather is much better than San Francisco here because it's protected from the cycling of wind that goes around San Francisco Bay.
unfortunately, we've only got 30 minutes here.
That's a damn shame.
It
But
would be lovely to really explore it because it looks beautiful.
you can hire bikes from San Francisco and come over the Golden Gate Bridge and spend the afternoon here, or even get the ferry across the harbour.
So
But it's very quaint and very outdoorish.
yeah.
So we've already had ice cream, but Nick fancied another one, and we've just seen this
I'm having gelato this time then.
chocolate and gelato shop.
Cherry and chocolate and iced. Oh my god, that looks amazing! And then iced coffee. You'll have to drink it because I've filled it the milk line above the lid.
I needed something to wet me up, so I had to have some coffee.
I want to try that actually.
What's that?
Cherry and chocolate.
I'll try that. Just at the end of the road, you get this view. Look at that. San Francisco over there. Bay Bridge there. Alcatraz. Just can't see the Golden Gate Bridge. It must be round there.
Around the corner where the fog's whispering in.
Yeah.
So it's still in fog, look.
It's always in fog.
You can see the fog coming through.
And just look at the street and the shops and the cafes. It looks such a nice place. Had we had more time, I would have loved to explore this town. But at least we've seen it.
It's so different again, isn't it?
Everything's so different in San Francisco, isn't it? As I move the camera across to where the Golden Gate Bridge is, you can just see like the smog and the mist just in the bay where the bridge or where the bridge is.
We're just not destined to see it.
No. But what a view. If I ever come back here, I just want to stay here for a while. A few days. Right, we're heading back to the bus for our journey back to San Francisco.
We're just saying all we've ever done today is eat and drink.
Yeah, it's just been one of those days.
That's one of the tours we've been on, that's what we did.
It's been an eating and drinking tour.
We haven't finished yet, we're going to have to eat when we get back.
But if we ever get a chance to come over here again, definitely need to explore this place more.
In hindsight, we would have got maybe a lime scooter and scooted across from Fisherman's Wharf across here and spent the afternoon here, but...
Now we know what it's like, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Right, it's a few hours later, we're in the hotel. It's a few hours later because we've been trying to sort out what we're going to do with some hotel stays later in the week, because there's some things going off in Death Valley.
Basically, Death Valley's closed.
It's flooded at the moment, it's closed. They've had some storms and things like down that. So the hottest place on earth and the driest place on earth
It's colder than San Francisco.
Yeah, and currently has waterfalls and stuff like that because they've had so much water. So basically we're having to decide what to do, and
Well, there's no way to get to... Hold on.
there's no way to get to where we wanted to go and the things that we wanted to do in Death Valley, because
you
all
can
the
get to the
roads are
hotel,
closed.
but you can't get to any of the sites.
Yeah, so we're looking, for the last 2 hours we've been looking at what to do. We may be extending Vegas, and if the road's open again we can maybe go and see some stuff from Death Valley from Vegas.
It's only 2 hours.
But we can't do anything now until the morning. Oh my god, it's cold in this the elevator. Watch how fast this elevator goes
So
down.
we've tried to amend the Bellagio from when we were stopping to another day. You can't do it. You have to call up. Just called up. It closed 9 minutes prior, so we can't do that until tomorrow. We can't cancel the Death Valley Hotel because we'd lose it, and we can't book a new one. It's just a big hoo-ha.
Cheers, thank you.
So
That's what we've been doing for the last 2 hours.
and got nowhere, and now we're hungry. so
Now
we
we're
have to
hungry,
pizza.
so we're going to go down to the lobby, which we are in. The lights are very yellow in this hotel. It's not just the camera. We're going to go for pizza.
And we're hopefully going to get a pizza from here where we got breakfast from the other day. Unless they say, sorry, no
At least
pizzas.
just walked away with one.
Right, while Nick's just ordering the pizza, I'll just show you around again the lobby of this hotel. This is the hotel we've been staying in. That's where we checked in. This is the kind of Cafe Rito, it's called, where we've been getting breakfast and some coffees. And then that is out. There's a winery there, and then that's out into like the main lobby and where you go out and then stairs. This place is very expensive. There's sandwiches there for about $18, $3 for a banana, which I got this morning. So it's a very expensive place to eat, but it's easier than going out tonight. $25 for this small pizza, which actually is not too small. That's my hand. It's not too small.
It was supposed to be 18, but the app's wrong, and it's
Pizza
gone up
in
by
bread.
$5.
Yeah.
And it's got they have grated parmesan, which I'm going to sprinkle all over it and make it more cheesy.
Nice pizza.
What enough?
Well, we've got no more food now. We're going to finish the vlog. Tomorrow we are heading to Yosemite, which will be on the next vlog. So we've got to get up, pack, drive to Yosemite.
Two things. One, the thought of having no mobile signal and you don't get one in Yosemite is stressing me out. My mum's still here. She's still bad with her back. She's even been talking to my brother about going home early because it's hurting her that much. But she's not been taking the tablets that the doctor gave her. So that's on my mind. I've now got all the stress of having to change this day. So we've got to do that before we leave. And we have to be at the car park for 10:25 in the morning or we get charged for a third night.
We best have an early night then because we've got to get up early and I've got to do some editing. So this is all to come in the next vlog. So we'll see you in Yosemite.
I haven't finished. So I just wanted to say that we learned so much about wine today. Like we said, we learnt about the acidity and how it becomes acidic due to the aging process. We learnt about soil, minerals in the soil give it the flavours. And whenever you hear a wine that says, oh, it's like a fruity cherry, I'm getting tones of cherry and vanilla. We asked her and she says that there's none of that in wine. It's only you only get that in gin when they put like part of the diffusing process in. It just comes from the soil that gives it that cherry flavour. Because we all thought it was actually something that they added.
And the grapes.
Yeah.
It comes from the grapes as well.
Obviously the grapes get flavoured, and they also said as well because of the fires in California, it actually tainted a lot of the grapes. So you could actually, and they couldn't tell until they'd actually made the wine like a year later, and the entire batch was ruined. And apparently some local college has developed some kind of test that allows them to test a grape to see if there's any smoke in it.
Yeah.
Because it binds to the proteins apparently. We learned so much. It was
a good day.
We've been to wine clubs, haven't we? And we've kind of just drank wine and thought, that's nice, that's not nice. And today we learned about what and why we like it.
So the tour company was called Edge of the World Tours?
Edge of the World,
Edge of the World Tours, but we actually booked it through Viator.
Yes.
Where you can book loads of trips and stuff like that. So it's an app, I think it's an app, or it's a website. Just check out Viator.
It's a TripAdvisor company. It's the first time we've used it, but we've known about it for a while.
So you can book, it's a little bit like, well, I want to say like Airbnb, where you can do experience on Airbnb. Viator kind of collects people together and you can book trips on them. Yeah. And at first I thought it was going to be like just a guy in a car showing us around, but it wasn't.
Some are personal guides.
Yeah, full sort of tour, and she was really, really good. So that's maybe somewhere for you guys to check out trips if you ever want to book
worldwide. Anywhere you go, you can get a Viator trip, and it can be a tour bus, it could be a small group like today, or it could be a one-to-one.
Yeah.
So
thanks for watching today, guys. Hit the like button, click the notification bell if you're new around here. Hit the subscribe button and drop us a comment below. I think we're going to have an early night now if we're up early tomorrow.
We need to be up early to pack.
Well, that's true as well. So we'll see you on the next vlog when we, fingers crossed, go into Yosemite.
Bye for now.